Our next topic is Canada Post has no future. Please welcome the Prime Minister Adrian for 2 minutes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, the motion before you is Canada Post has no future. Canada Post, I'm referring to as the Canadian delivery service. Has no future. It's not needed anymore. So what I want of it is, over the time, mail was always important, and it was the main way of communicating, and people didn't have much ways of communicating in the beginning. But over time, we've had such the technology as telephones, faxes, emails, and internet. And as those came a bit popular and more used, people were using that over mail use, and it's become less used as the preferred method. The kind of sub to that is that many things that you get in the mail many times were sent by paper are now electronic. For example, if you got a bill in the mail, now you can go on the internet and you can see online the bill, and you can pay without it. That there is filing taxes, electronics. That you don't have to write letters anymore. You can do emails. That telegrams and advertising can be done electronically. The speed of it, the timing, like fax, telephones, email the same day. Email, you send it out, and in a couple of minutes they get it. On weekends and holidays you don't get mail, but you can still get emails in your inbox. It's a very social thing because that's more personal. The telephone and the internet have more personal stuff, and also too there is some financial aspects. It does cost a lot of money for us as taxpayers to hire these delivery people, to have them come and deliver the mail to our place, and it costs money for postage and mailing. Whereas if you go electronic, then you don't have to pay the money like that. You just send it on your own. It's free and cheaper. Ladies and gentlemen, please vote for the motion.
Thank you, Adrian. Please welcome the Leader of the Opposition, Jessica, for 3 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, those who oppose the Canada Post and think that it has no future are people who are just cynical. They are focusing entirely on convenience, on speed, on monetary value, but there's a lot more to life than just these things. When we live in an age where everything is about short templates, convenience, as quick as possible, but all these things, all these convenient things, make us lose the freedom to express ourselves. When we get a letter in the mail from a friend far away, and it's on a written page, you can look at their handwriting
do that today anyway.
And get a sense of exactly how they're feeling. Sometimes when people are angry, they write really hard, and you can feel on the back of the page the indent from how hard they're pressing onto the piece of paper.
Like that.
And sometimes they start falling asleep while writing, and the handwriting kind of falls off the page. There are all sorts of quirky things that come through when people are writing on a piece of paper, and that brings a warm feeling to when you look at it. When you look at an email, it's got black font, or maybe if they felt like it, multicolor font, but who cares? It's going to look the same no matter who it came from. But when it's from someone who took the time and effort to actually write something and you get it in the mail, it feels very different. And there's a uniqueness that you just can't replicate by having something electronic, something that you can easily do Control F on your keyboard and search up a word that they typed. That has a lot less meaning than when you can feel it and look at it and immediately get a sense of who that person is. In a day and age where all our interactions are almost virtual and we get bombarded with high volumes of information but low volumes of true sentimental value, there is a very concrete place in society where we need something like snail mail to bring us back to be what it's like, to think about all those human interactions that we actually share with others. This tangible feeling we get from written mail is something that we just can't replace with anything as fast as email or instant text messaging. And this is something that we should cherish in our society.
Thank you, Jessica. I'd like to welcome the Prime Minister Adrian for another minute.
Thank you again, Natalie. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you're aware, the motion is Canada Post has no future. She was talking about being cynically, but you can also talk about the practicality. Yes, time and convenience is important, you know. If I'm in a job and I have to send that email, I can do it the same day. I can get the task done. It gets my work faster. I can chat with a friend and I can have that contact. There's an immediacy. It helps with what you're doing. We have timelines. We have busy lives. We can't just not focus on that. She was talking to you about like a personal warm feeling. Well, over the telephone, a face-to-face, Skype, you get to talk, you can see the person, there is more interaction, there's more personality. In terms of sentimental value, what you can say and what you can speak and how you do it can always have much sentimental value. You know, written letters can always be replaced by email. You can always write the same stuff in it. But again, you know, there's also personal contact. There's your telephone. There is Skype. There are other services that can be useful instead. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please vote for the motion.
Thank you, Adrian. Show of hands for support for the motion. 8 against. 10. The motion is defeated.